Extending 1,000 miles from south to north, Sweden is rich in scenic variety. The province of Skåne in the south is aptly called Sweden's granary. The whole region is an unbroken sweep of fertile farmland. Skåne is also Sweden's chateau country. Long ago, the nobility and landed gentry lived in these castles, which were built from the 14th to the 17th century. Attractive modern housing with the emphasis on sunlight and pleasant surroundings is characteristic of Swedish cities. And so is the abundance of restaurants, which are quiet and spacious. Karlstad. It's a typical provincial town, bright and sparkling, for part of Sweden's charm is in her appearance of fresh scrubbed cleanliness. Since 1750, this part of the country has been famous for its lace, and the delicate art has been carried on by the women folk to this day. The peaceful quality of the country seems magnified. Sweden's quiet beauty is all about us, close at hand. Greater Stockholm is the home of nearly 1 million people, about 1/7 of the country's population. The building across the water is the city's largest and newest hospital. We see the island which was once the whole of Stockholm and is now called the Old Town. Its cobbled streets and alleys are characteristic of the Middle Ages. Just across a narrow waterway is the bustling traffic of the modern city. To get a good picture of Stockholm, we ride up the Katarina elevator. At the top, we find a restaurant where we can enjoy not only our meal, but also a fine view. This cloverleaf approach to southern Stockholm solves a difficult traffic problem. Now down again for a closer view of some of the things that must be seen in this lovely city. There's always a friendly policeman to direct visitors to the points of interest. The House of Parliament is a reminder that Sweden has had a national assembly for more than 500 years. Yes, indeed, flowers are everywhere. They play an important part in Stockholm's city planning. Free recreation centers, wading pools, and playgrounds are scattered throughout the city. Evidence that one of the brightest features of Sweden's social program is child welfare. The Swedes are enthusiastic about outdoor life, and they take to it early. Grown-ups are well provided for, too. Here at Skansen, the old handicrafts are kept alive, and traditional costumes are worn. There are daily programs of folk music and folk dances. Called the heart of Sweden. It is a province of white birches and sparkling lakes, of colorful costumes and traditional handicrafts. It is the most picturesque part of Sweden.
Motherfucker! Motherfucker! Hello! Motherfucker!
In Dalecarlia, native costumes are generally worn on Sundays and festival days.
Delar av Svealand och södra Norrland.
In Dalecarlia, weddings are gay occasions and often take place at midsummer. On Midsummer Eve, June 23rd, the season is celebrated with much rejoicing and gaiety.
Varför ammar inte männen?
The fiddlers play the old folk tunes of Sweden, taught afresh to every generation. Each village has its lofty maypole decorated with wreaths and birch branches. For young and old, it is the gayest festival of the year. Throughout the long twilight hours, the merriment goes on. Today, this old kingdom is a modern country. Yes, but in many ways it remains Picturesque Sweden.